We're gonna start. Give me one second. I get my microphone on. We're gonna start with part two. Guys, I have so many questions. I'm gonna try my best to finish. If not, I'll definitely do the rest in the morning. All right, just FYI. I definitely have to do these twice a week because, child, they're a lot. I'm blessed. Thank you all for trusting me with your energy. All right, so we're gonna now start off with number 1414. Just make sure I'm on my live. I'm gonna probably be here for another 2 hours. Oh, questions are closed. Questions are closed. Questions are closed. There will be no way I can like get through all these. But I'm blessed. I thank you all. I'm not complaining one bit. I just want to give you guys the right energy, of course. Your girl ate. I'm fed. My mom is leaving tomorrow too. So you didn't, boo? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna say hi in a second and I'm gonna send you your number. Let me go back. Hold on. Hold on, because I did send them all. You sent it this morning. All right, I'm gonna go right now. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know, love. What's your number? And I'll let you know. Hey, Divinely Shelly, what's your number, boo? Hey, Lily. Hey, Taurus Energy. All right, give me a sec. Let me just look for my girl, Natasha. Do you remember what time, boo? Let me see if I can find you. 9:15. Interesting. Why didn't I see this? I'm so sorry. That's so interesting. How come I didn't see yours this morning? 9:14. Today is what? The 26th. Give me a sec, boo. There you go. All right, so you will be, let's see, this one, 2, 1, 3, 4. Hold on, boo. Okay, so you didn't miss your spot at least. All right. All right, Natasha, I just sent you yours, boo. So you are after this one here. You just have a few people ahead of you. I sent you yours. You're 888. So let's see where you are. Girl, you are the last one, boo. You are the last one. Girl, you just sent yours. I'm not doing any more questions, guys. I already closed the list, so it would have to wait till maybe tomorrow morning. What numbers have I done so far? Go on the first video, boo. I did a few. Go on the first video, you'll see it. Yeah, Divinely Shelly, you're the last one. You're the last. Sorry, babes. The rest of them, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get through all of them today. I'll do it tomorrow morning, like crack a dawn type of shit. Because I got readings all day. because you always late. You always late. What you expect? Y'all know I'll be getting on here Thursdays. I be telling y'all, get it in. Get your numbers in. All right. Let's start. Adele, babes, go to the first video. I can tell you right off the bat which ones I've done. So real quick, 420, 413, 44, 123, 202, 000, 616, 44, 44, 555, 2020, 444, infinity, and 33. Those are the ones I've done. I appreciate you, Natasha Boo, but you're actually up here on the list. I'll definitely get to yours today. I thank you guys for your patience and understanding. You know that I never do these as a two-part reading. This is the first time, but I got a lot of numbers this time. Super blessed, not complaining. It's just that it's a lot. All right, let's get started. Without further ado. All right, number 1414. It's so funny. I have so many that I'm literally running out of angel numbers in this whole deck. Like literally, I only have this left. So I just found that funny. Okay. 1414, sorry. Adventure. You got adventure. All right, my love. Let's see. Okay, let me see your question. I got your... Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so what did you want? Did you want... So you... Okay, so I'm assuming you wanted a... So we'll do past and upcoming energy when it comes to career, and then we'll do the 3 month. I don't know what you wanted me to do. You have a 3 month and then you had a 24 one. So we'll do past and present and future, and then we'll do the 3 month around love. I don't know if you're in here. Okay, you're in here, boo. Love and career. But did you send me two? Did you want like present and future, and you wanted a 3 month? How did you want me to break that down? If you could let me know. Because I see the $24 and then the $30 one. Okay, so it's just past and present? Because I thought you sent me two payments, boo. Because I'm extra. How did you want me to do those? Do you want me to, let's do past, present for career. We'll do it one, and then past, present for love. And we'll break it down that way. Hold on, because my mom just left the stove on. Come on. All right. All right, let's see. For number 1414. Gotcha. We'll split it up into two. So that way we get, let's start with your career. Career for present, and then career for future, and then we'll go into love. Career for number 1414. Career. Page of Wands. What's coming up as far as career? What is current energy as far as career? Hangman. What is the current energy around career? The Strength. Oh. Star in reverse. Okay, I see where this is going. There's like a stagnancy around career when it comes to what you want to do. It's almost like your passion. It's almost like, I don't know if it's necessarily wanting a career change, but it speaks about being kind of like disconnected with career right now. I don't know if I remember your reading, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting just intuitively. And this could be because I think I remember a little bit, but this would be the energy of being you know how you're like on FMLA, just hypothetically speaking, or vacation, you're like, yeah, I'm not trying to go back. I feel too good in this energy. Page of Wands, Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's a like a blocked energy of wanting to go back or wanting to do something with work. Hangman, that's the current energy. There's stagnation here. Hangman, there's like a fog, like almost like writer's block. That's what this is giving me. The Empress, yeah. Strength, the Fool. Star in reverse, the Chariot. There's a lack of taking action here. A lack of wanting to move in transition, like wanting to take action to transition. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Death. Girl, I don't see any kind of wants. I don't know if you're right now working, but this wouldn't be like any kind of wants of any kind of change right now. The Tower, Towers, Empress, and the Hangman, the Hierophant. Strength and the Fool, the Five of Wands. Yeah, Star in reverse, the Magician. It's almost like lack of creativity. Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords. Why? The Nine of Cups, the Lovers, and the Justice. It gives me a sense of complacent, but it's coming from a lack of passion. It's almost like doing something so long is like, what do I do next? Now, what do I do? But there's no initiative to take action. Queen of Wands, yeah, the Hermit, see the Moon, and the Emperor. Why is that? The Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and Ace of Swords. I also want to tell you that there's some kind of, your career is tied into a distraction. What's the distraction? Page of Swords, King of Wands, and the Four of Wands. I feel like there's just a sense of like, there's stability here though on your end, but it's coming from someone else. Girl, are you living a soft girl life where somebody's just paying your bills and you're like, fuck work? Because that's what this feels like. Even though I do see that you want a shift in perception, it's almost like you want a tower moment. You want something to come like knocking on your door, be like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do. Go get it. And you're like, okay. There's like, you haven't had like an epiphany. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands, like a sense of direction. Six of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, but you will. Six of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You will. You're gonna have an epiphany. Let's see what's coming up. And it almost speaks about there could be like an impulsiveness that comes over you, and then you're like, you know, I got to get out of this. I can't deal with this anymore. I need money. I need to do this. I need to now think about my future. But it feels as almost like someone been on vacation for way too long, not wanting to go back to work. But let's see what's coming up as far as career. So there's a lot of stagnancy. I feel like, again, this would be like lack of creativity, a writer's block. So it's like, once you don't know, it's like you can't figure out the sense of direction. What is my passion? What's this? What's that? That kind of energy. So what's coming up as far as career? What's coming up as far as career? Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. There's a slow moving energy. The Two of Pentacles, still a bit indecisive. The Page of Pentacles. And the Star. There goes the Star upright. Eight of Pentacles. Lovers, Six of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Nine of Swords and the Star. There goes the epiphany. You are going to get it. The Star and the Tower. There it goes. There's your epiphany. You're going to get it. Because you're going to start realizing that finances is slowing down. Six of Cups. Eight of Swords, you're no longer going to want to be like tied to something. Or Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Sun. You know what I do want to tell you though? It's giving me, I don't know how to explain this energy. And it's not like a diagnosis, but it's almost like, it gives me like an energy of almost like fatigue here. Page of Pentacles and a Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands. You are going to start to panic, but the panic comes from now getting like a fire under your ass. Ace of Wands, yeah, Nine of Pentacles, to want to become independent, to now want money, the Star in the Tower, the Seven of Cups. You're going to start looking. The Ten of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, and the Nine of Cups. You get what you want. Six of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords. What's that about? Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. But here's the thing. I feel like you are going to have options coming up as far as career, but there's someone here that deters you from that. This King of Swords energy, this could be someone that you're committed to, but you're kind of like separated from, or like a cold energy. Why is this person here when it comes to career? The Page of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Moon. Nine of Wands and the Moon, the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Empress. Does your person not want you to work? Does your person want you stagnant? It may not come in a direct way, but there's something around that. This person, believe it or not, I don't know if you get this or this is an upcoming energy. Your husband or the person that you're with could also feel like if you go to work, you're going to create way too much stability and you're going to end up leaving. Seven of Wands, yeah, King of Wands, and the Four of Swords. I don't know if this is like some kind of manipulation from this person, but you may want to be aware of that. Judgment, Ace of Pentacles, and a Three of Swords. I feel like you are going to get offers, but with the Three of Swords, the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, and Two of Wands, you're going to get offers. I don't know if you're going to start becoming avoidant, though. You may start becoming avoidant because you feel as if it's not good enough, or it's not something in a like a higher ranking, is not something that you feel like you deserve more. Okay, you are going to have opportunities, but just be aware that you may start like avoiding them because you're like, oh, they're not paying me enough. Oh, this is not good enough. This is not what it's almost like I don't want to settle. But they are good opportunities coming towards you. Let's talk about love. Present energy around love. Present energy around love. Present energy around love. Four of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Four of Wands and the Strength. Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Lovers, the Hangman, the Strength, and the Three of Cups. There's a little bit of boredom here. The Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, and the Four of Cups, Two of Wands, like not having a sense of direction. There's a bit of disappointment when it comes to this marriage. Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, but there's a lot of back and forth about that. Nine of Wands, but they're still holding on to this marriage. Nine of Pentacles could be because of stability. Four of Wands and the Hangman, Ace of Swords, Strength, and the Three of Cups. And okay, there is a new beginning here. The Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. There's a new beginning. You may start dating, and it's coming from not being happy in a commitment that you're in. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, the World, the Devil, and the Tower. What's that about? The Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Why? The Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. The Six of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Cups. There's some other attention that you're about to get. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. There could be someone from the past returning. The Judgment, the Queen of Swords, and the Empress. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. But I don't see it going anywhere because you're still in a commitment. I know you want me to ask something specifically, though. Let's see. And I'm going to keep that in mind. What's coming up between her and this person? What's coming up between her and this person, this twin flame? What could she expect with this twin flame? What could she expect with this twin flame coming up? The Moon and the Justice. The Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. The Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Wands. The Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. And where is this going to go coming up? Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Ten of Pentacles. I do see this person coming back around. I do see it, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. There's restriction. This person may end up becoming very inconsistent. They give 1 minute and then they hold back the next. And you know what? That could also be a distraction when it comes to your finances. It's all like tied in. Or your career or your, the financial stability. What's coming up in the marriage? The Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the World, and the Four of Wands. The Nine of Swords, the Fool, and the Ten of Pentacles. There's something around your marriage, though, that's going to have like some kind of fresh start. There's something around your marriage coming up. The Emperor, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Tower. Tower and the Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. The Hermit, the King of Wands, oh, the Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. I see effort coming in from the hubby, but then it's minimal. Yeah, it's minimal effort. And then I feel that it becomes inconsistent again. So I feel like in both energies, it's the same. It's the same. Things don't move forward. What's coming up in this marriage and love? The Tower. The Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. There's like a wanting to work things out, but I feel like things are kind of far gone. There's already a planning on moving out or moving, wanting to move away. Four of Swords, yeah, and the Six of Pentacles. And the minute that you start retracting or wanting to create some kind of separation or move, now this person wants to give. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, yeah, the Justice. Now there's a happiness, there's like a breakthrough coming in the marriage. And then what ends up happening? The Star, the Three of Cups, and the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. There is some kind of renewed, passionate energy between you and your husband coming up. Four of Wands, the Strength, and the Hermit, the Devil, the Three of Wands, but then there's the distance again. It doesn't last long. I feel like it happens because this person is feeling as if you're about to leave, or you're Eight of Cups, moving on, you're leaving. All right, this could be a physical leave. I don't know if this is a conversation or you're actually going to do it. And then there's some kind of passion that this person wants to have. And here comes the balance. Here comes the happiness. This person may even try to gift you. Like there's a turn of events. But then the Hermit and the Devil, it doesn't last. Five of Swords, Temperance, yeah, and the Seven of Wands. Then there's the blockage all over again. That gave me a headache. This person gave me a headache. Like right here. It's almost like tension. What's coming up in a twin flame situation? What's coming up in a twin flame situation? Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Swords, the Empress in reverse. This person is not nurturing at all. Ace of Pentacles and the Strength. King of Wands, Empress in reverse, the King of Cups. There's no emotions here. This person isn't like, this person does not want to nurture this connection because they're way too insecure about it. Ten of Cups and the Temperance, Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Moon, the Hangman. Why does the Ten of Cups, Temperance, and Ace of Wands, the Fool? And it's so funny because this person could be returning when you're trying to heal a situation around your marriage. And then here you are with the stagnancy. I feel like a cycle repeats itself. Ten of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's no stability because you still have to release something. The Death, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords and the Strength, the Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Five of Cups. I feel like you express that something in a marriage is done. And then what happens in a twin flame situation? The Justice, the Judgment, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. And then Page of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Fool. What's the Four of Cups? Six of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. These two people are showing up exactly the same. They're just wrapped differently. I feel like there's a coming back around together, but again, there's something about Four of Cups not the I don't know. It's just like something doesn't pick up off the ground. There's a lot of stagnancy still. Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. It's almost like, I don't know, girl. You deserve like somebody that's gonna, and pardon me. All right, I'm gonna get a little intense here. All right, maybe a little bit out of my boundaries, but you want somebody who's gonna pull it, slap it, toss it around, flip you upside down. These people are dulls. The Devil, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. The Chariot, the Six of Wands, the Two of Cups. What's that about? The Nine of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. What's this King of Swords? The King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands. You know what's so interesting is that they both show up in the same energy. The minute that you're about to pull away from both of them, they want to come back with some passion. I feel like the hubby's going to come back around. He may show another side to you. He's going to want to fight for you because he feels as if you're heading in another direction. I feel like what's coming up with both of them is exactly the same thing. I feel like what you're not gonna release though is the one with your marriage, your stability, because there's Seven of Pentacles speaks about an investment. It's like you get temporary emotional fulfillment from these two people, and then they go back to the same. But I do want to tell you the twin flame is showing up, not wanting to nurture it because there's too much insecurities. It's almost, I don't know if you actually leave your marriage and then that's when this whole twin flame situation happens. That's when the hubby wants to come in to like try to fix things, and now there's like some kind of renewed found passion that you're like, wait, who the fuck is this now? And yeah, I hope that made sense. Girl, so what could she expect in love overall? What's going to end up happening in these two situations? Because what? Justice, Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Strength. The Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords, Six of Swords, the Sun. What's the Sun? The Three of Wands, and the King of Cups. The Nine of Swords, the Hermit, and the Eight of Wands. I do feel like the twin flame is coming back around and there is a moment of happiness here. Six of Wands, Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands. You got attention. You got good sex coming in. Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. The Ten of Swords, the Judgment, and the Five of Swords. Is this the twin? Three of Pentacles, Hermit, and the Ace of Wands. The Lovers, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I feel like the two situations actually turns out as if they're both showing you passion and you're really in your head about it. But you end up following your intuition and staying in the marriage. Hey, baby, you didn't get your number? Did you check your email, boo? If you could just let me know what time you sent it, and I'll make sure that you get a number. But check your email because I did send all the numbers out, especially if you donated earlier for sure. All right. Number 1144. You got leveling up. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. The new offer that has been presented to number 1144. What's the advice? Should she go in that new direction? Should she go in that new direction? Should she go in that direction in this new offer? The Fool, the Star, the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. The Devil, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. What? What is this new offer about? The Ten of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Empress. Oh, the Justice, the Two of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. I don't know what this is about. This is love or career, but I'm going to put it to you this way. With the Fool and the Devil, there is a need to make sure you're not doing anything recklessly or jumping at something way too quickly, because something may not seem like what it is. Something like everything that glitters is not gold. So, for instance, if this is a job offer, I feel like it starts good, but it ends up in disappointment because they're not saying it all. Somebody could be coming in with like false promises. What is her advice with this offer? Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the World, the Nine of Swords, and the High Priestess. I feel like your intuition already told you this though. Eight of Cups and the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, Death, and the Three of Wands. There's something about like, again, I'm not sure what the offer is. Let's just say, and again, take it for love or take it for whatever obviously this offer is. But it feels as if this was like, let's just say a job that you interviewed for. Oh, in 6 months, we're going to definitely revisit. And if you pass the evaluation, we're definitely, or you pass the with certain markers or whatever this is, you're going to be getting, I don't know, 50%, or let's just say, I don't know, $10 more an hour. That's bullshit. Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and a Five of Pentacles. It moves slower than what you think it may be. All right. Page of Cups. Something is like a little bit too good to be true. I do see the happiness at first, but then the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is almost like you start thinking, should I even have taken this? This wasn't what I was promised. This isn't what I'm worth. There's something that whatever this offer is, they're not saying about it. And there's a lot of waiting for some kind of transformation. So again, if this was work, it would be false promises. If this was love, is the same thing. Something doesn't take off as you expected to or as you were promised. And I feel like you're gonna have to start fighting for some kind of position. Tell me about this offer. The Seven of Wands, see the Eight of Wands and the Four of Cups. They're not revealing everything to you. Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Four of Cups, Nine of Cups. You're going to eventually not like it here. Why? The Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Temperance. In time, there is some kind of conflicting energy. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. I don't know if it's the money, if this is love. This could be the lack of commitment. Magician and Knight of Wands. It's something that isn't coming towards you in the time that you feel like you deserve. So again, moving into a new position, let's just say, because you made it very vague. And that's fine, but I'm trying to give it to you in all angles. Moving into a new position, and again, in the 3 month to 6 month mark, this is what we promise. It doesn't happen that way. Entertaining this person and everything, yes, starts off happy, but again, Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, there's stagnancy here. And you start realizing that someone is at some kind of stalemate. Somebody is hesitant about giving you what you were promised or giving to you what you were shown. So this would be like somebody coming in and like gaslighting, love bombing, and then boom. they start retracting. Same thing with the if this was a job offer, if that makes sense. So with the Fool and the Devil here is to not move. Make sure you get the clarity. If this is a offer, let's just say in job, have that shit in writing. So it could hold that you can back, you know what I'm saying? It's something in writing. It's something, not doing something carelessly or moving towards something too quickly. If this is love, not to say don't take it as far as like the love situation. Just make sure that it's in alignment with you and make sure that this person is dating with intention. Hey Martinez, thank you, boo. Thank you for coming back. Did you, baby, did you see it? What was your number? But did you check your email? I sent out all the numbers. I just want to make sure I didn't miss you. Let me know if you got your email with the number, boo. Let's see. I thought I responded. You never responded back. Hey, boo. No worries, Martinez, if you can't stay on, boo. I appreciate you, though. Baby, did you get your number, boo, to your email? No? Okay. At what time did you send it? If you can just give me that piece of information so I can look back at that specific time. Maybe I missed it by mistake. I apologize. I just want to make sure that I'm not skipping anyone. Thank you, Marge. Oh, Margarita. Thank you. She said no. Okay. Just want to see. Send me the time that you sent it. I will go back once I'm done with that next question. Look for it. Tell me the time, and then that way I can look for it, babes. Margarita, these are paid questions, by the way. It's not like the all signs or anything like that. But thank you for being here. All right. All right. Next up, number 999. You got release. Okay. For number 999, if she entertains this friend, the Virgo, if she entertains the Virgo, how will this go? Where would it lead? Ooh, the Lovers. Okay, that came out quick. So there's definitely a connection here. The Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. Okay. I mean, it looks fun. It looks like things would move forward. Let's see. The Knight of Swords and the King of Wands, the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Wands, the King of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Emperor. Why is the Emperor and the Devil? Knight of Cups. This person could become a bit controlling. Two of Cups, but why the Devil? Knight of Wands. This person may want to jump into your pants quickly. The Strength, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. This person could become a bit obsessed. Be careful. The King of Swords. Uh-oh, here goes the King of Swords. Three of Cups, King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Four of Wands. There goes your King of Swords, though. Eight of Cups. You'd end up, you're going to stop talking to him. The King of Swords already here. Seven of Wands. There's a blockage. Five of Wands because there's competition for you. King of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands, the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords. This person was going to start realizing that you're avoiding him and that you're detaching. But if the King of Swords wasn't here, Spirit, how would this go? Where would this lead to? The Tower, the Ace of Cups. Nope. Spirit is like, nope. Divine intervention. She is going to get new love. I can't make that up. Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords and the Hangman. The Justice, the Moon, and the Ten of Swords. It's not going to work regardless. I don't see anything wrong with him, though. I just feel like on your end, new love is coming in. So there's a detour for you. What is this person's intentions with her? The Strength, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands. The Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Knight of Wands. This person may be a little inconsistent. Three of Swords, Hierophant, and the Chariot. They could still be moving on from a marriage or like another commitment. All right. So there may be a little stagnancy on their end because they're still like heartbroken over another situation. But I feel like Spirit is like, it's not going to lead anywhere because you're about to get the King of Swords. Okay. How does the coming week look for her? What's this upcoming week looking like? What's the coming week looking like? Temperance. Four of Cups, Five of Wands, and a Six of Pentacles in reverse. You need to not entertain something, especially something maybe with your family or an argument. Five of Wands, yeah, the Hermit. That's you. Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon. Something is not fair or equal give and take. Ace of Cups and the Nine of Swords. The Empress. What's the Empress? Knight of Wands and a Temperance, the World. What's that about? The Four of Wands. What's the Knight of Wands? The Ten of Swords. What's this? The Magician. Gemini energy, Libra energy, Taurus energy, Three of Swords. You're going to have a lot of, I don't know if you may be PMSing. I'm not even trying to be funny this week. You could be going through ups and downs. I feel like you could have an apology coming in from a friend or a family member that, you know, they're in some kind of sadness and regret. Five of Wands and the Hermit, the King of Swords. What's that about? The Three of Wands. I see you waiting for this King of Swords and you being mentally conflicted. The Sun, the Judgment, and the Knight of Cups. There's conversation here. Two of Pentacles, the Star, and the Devil. The Tower, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor. There may be an argument here with the father of your children, but I feel like you could move. You're going to be moving to calmer waters with this person. Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon, the Star. What's the Six of Pentacles in reverse? The Five of Pentacles. Be careful of overspending this week coming. The Star and the Moon, Two of Pentacles. You're gonna find a way to take care of whatever you need to spend, but there may be some kind of unexpected expense here. And Five of Pentacles. You'll figure it out though. What's the Moon and the Star? Two of Wands. There's something that you may need to fix this upcoming week, and you're trying to figure out how you're gonna make it happen. It will happen. Ace of Cups and a Nine of Swords. Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords. The Sun, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. What's the Nine of Swords? Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and a King of Cups. They may be a conversation from a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Don't start overthinking the situation. Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Don't let this person backtrack you. Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. You do have your person coming in. Is it this week? The Judgment, the Ace of Wands, the Devil, the Seven of Cups, the Emperor, and the Nine of Cups. Somebody may, I don't feel like it may be this week, but there's also somebody here that may try to have sex with you this week. Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Hangman. Ugh. I don't know if this is your husband, your ex-husband. Ten of Cups. It may be. This person may be coming on to you like heavy or lusty. Seven of Cups and a Judgment. Four of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Six of Swords. The King of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, yeah, and the Two of Cups. I see you rejecting them, though. 522. All right, give me a second. I'll look in a minute. What's the hidden energy around her? What's the hidden energy around her? What's the hidden energy around her? Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Somebody's coming towards you in love. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. They want to collaborate with you. There may be some kind of money that this person is planning on giving you. Four of Swords, Eight of Wands. What's the Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, and Three of Wands? What's that about? The Strength, the Seven of Wands, and the Star. I feel like there's someone here that is at a distance or could be emotionally detached or emotionally, or there could be some kind of distance, emotional distance between you and this person, and they want to come back in to fight for some kind of healing. Ace of Swords, the Lovers, yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles. They want another chance, or they want some kind of stability with you. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there's money coming in for you too that you may not see coming. There's some kind of financial stability. Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, the Tower, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. What's this about? The Two of Swords, the Hermit, and the Judgment. The Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Justice. Why? That's towards her? Why? The Devil, the Three of Cups, and the Emperor. Listen, honey. Somebody feels as if they want you to, they feel like, what's this? I think I've asked you this before, and I'm gonna ask you again, even though you're like, no. You sure your ex-husband doesn't know about the Pisces? Because somebody wants you to get some kind of karma because they feel that you put them in a third party situation. Not to say that you did, or they feel they're so like they feel very protective, not protective, like possessive over you, that they feel as if something shifted in your energy once you met someone else. Tower, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, Hermit, and the Judgment. And it's almost like somebody came into your life to sway the decision about you not getting back with your ex-husband. This feels like your ex-husband here. So Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Justice. There's a little bit of anger that your ex-husband has towards you. And it feels because it's like this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. King of Swords, the World, and the Knight of Swords. The Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. I am going to be honest with you. When you find new love, all right, and again, when you step into the energy of commitment, you may have a little issue on your hands with your ex-husband. It's like there's a little bit of hidden energy here that somebody wants you to get some kind of karma. It feels a bit passive aggressive, I won't lie. Yeah, Ten of Swords keeps coming out. See hidden energy around her. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, the Three of Swords, the Magician, and the Ace of Pentacles. What's this? Four of Cups, Death, and the Lovers. And I also feel like you don't see this big transition coming up in your love life. King and Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Sun, and the World. I also want to tell you, it's so funny the way this is coming up. It's almost like the divine is trying to close out a cycle between you and this emperor energy, which feels like the father of your children, because it may cause some kind of interference in your upcoming commitment. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, and it also feels like it's almost like the energy, whether it's not direct problems, like him coming towards you and um creating a drama, but it's linked to your motherhood. You know, maybe him not wanting to help you out or something like that. Ten of Swords, Judgment, yeah, and the Ten of Cups. I don't know. There's an energy like he would try to make it hard for you to be with this person or to date or something like that. So it's like everything, there's a Knight of Pentacles. Everything is happening slowly but surely for you to get your union, the King and the Queen of Pentacles, your soulmate, your person, because there's a cycle that's being closed out. Whether your ex-husband is like verbally jealous, like he tells you this or not, like there's other ways that he could try to sabotage your relationship. When it's his weekend with the kids, he may not pick them up, that kind of energy. All right, let me look real quick. 522. But did you send an email, baby? You sent the PayPal. I understand, but did you send the email? Let's see, 522. Let me look at 522 email. I don't know if no, this is not you. I don't see a PayPal email at 522. I only got one PayPal, and that wasn't from you. Oh wait, here it goes. Let's see. Nope, that's not you either. There's a Zelle that I didn't send out at 626, it looks like. Oh, Central Time. So what would that be here? Let's see. 612. So let me see. So you guys are 1 hour behind. So that would be five. So that'd be six. But I didn't get a PayPal. Oh, I only got one. Baby, if you could send me that email again, forward it back to me so I can send you a number, please, boo. I'm from Houston. They're 1 hour behind. Yeah, I didn't get any PayPal from you, boo. Resend me the screenshot and the email, please. And then I'll send you a number. Just make sure you check your email that I didn't send, because I sent everyone. I have everyone here. No, Lily, you have a few people before you, boo. These will be timestamped, so you can go ahead and go to work and come back, and you'll see them timestamped, boo. It's Zelle. Girl, you said PayPal. I'm so done with you. Check your email because I just sent one that was Zelle that I just mentioned, and it was at 626. So maybe that's you. I sent somebody a number just now. So you should have it now. If that was you, then yes. Oh, you did say Zelle. I'm sorry. I thought you said PayPal. Girl, you did say PayPal. I'm not crazy. Okay. I sent it to you. I sent you the number. Just check. Just got your email. Okay, cool. Is there 2 hours, ma'am? What do you mean 2 hours? These are going to be timestamped, Lily. Remember, you sent it the wrong way. Number one, you sent it to super chat. I'm still going to do your question regardless, even though I don't take super chats. I did send you a number. You have a list. You have a few people before you. I don't know how long it's going to be. However, once the reading is done, these will be timestamped, meaning your number and the time will be on there. So all you have to do is click your number and the timestamp and you go straight into your reading. So you're not going to be, you'll find your reading. You're welcome, boo. You're good. You're good, Lily. I'm just wanting to reassure you that you got your number. I do have you on my list. It's just that there's some people before you, my love. But I will get to you, and I don't know if you'll be working at that time, but if you are, no worries, you'll find your place. You're gonna look in the comment section and you'll find your number with your timestamp, so you can like simply click on it and go straight to your reading. Okay. Mm, hold on. All right, number 69. Number 69. 56, 40. You got accountability. Okay. For number 69, present and future for number 69. Present energy for number 69. Present energy for number 69. Present energy for number 69. The Knight of Cups. The Hangman, Pisces energy. The Knight of Pentacles and the Devil. Capricorn energy and the Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Wands. The Justice, Libra energy. The Page of Pentacles. The Devil, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. There's a karmic cycle here. There's some kind of like conflict, but it could be energetic. Let's see. The Eight of Wands. Nine of Swords. Who are you in this karmic cycle with? Is somebody that you're still stagnant? Aries energy. This could be a husband, the sun. Again, there's no gender in tarot, so I apologize if I say husband and you're into women or whatever. This could be, a partner that you're in a karmic cycle with. The sun, the devil, and the three of swords, the queen of wands. There's like a side piece energy here. And it just leads to disappointment because there's a karmic cycle. There's something that you keep doing over and over with someone that's not changing. It's just stagnant. The star, the queen of swords, the moon. It's like healing a situation over and over with someone, expecting some kind of change. What's this Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Page of Cups. Now, if this is specifically not dealing with someone, this could be you in a karmic cycle, not getting over something from your past. Something needs a shift, though. And it has to do with something here with the Six of Cups and Justice, Five of Swords, something that you could still be stuck on. Whether it's something you keep doing over and over again with someone specifically, or it's some kind of karmic cycle that you're still in. You're not able to circum something. You're not able to change something here. Why is this devil in the Wheel of Fortune? The Magician, the Page of Swords, and the High Priestess. What the fuck? What is that? The World, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. When I see it, I tell it. And I'm going to show you the cards. There could be a karmic cycle because of some kind of black magic. The devil, the high priest, is the magician with the wheel of fortune. All right. The page of swords. All right. There is something here that is keeping you stuck, whether it's energetically or with someone. And it could be some kind of manipulation involved here. What is this that I'm looking at? The Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This could have to do with a commitment, a marriage. The Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. It's something that isn't moving forward. There's like a blockage here. And it may have to do with another woman. No worry, boo. No worries. So what's coming up? What's coming up in this situation? What's coming up in this situation? I did say I was going to tell you guys the advice that I had for each number. So if you want the advice spiritually, if I don't give it to you, just email me and I'll send it to you guys. After the reading, of course, after the live. What's coming up in this situation? What's coming up? Girl, if you have any kind of feeling that there's black magic, the Ashe Alade candle for sure. All right. Especially if you feel like there's things that's stagnating you. All right. I don't know if it's around finances or your marriage or love. I would definitely recommend that candle to break stagnation and start using roots of love and luck for protection and manifestation. Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and Two of Wands. Okay. What's coming up? The Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Hierophant, the Judgment. Nice. Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, Justice, and the Queen of Wands. You may be getting some kind of payout or money. Magician. I see you manifesting now. All right. I see you manifesting now. I see a lot of success coming in. There's change now. There's growth. Four of Pentacles. I feel like somebody's going to also want to come back for another chance, but I see you being super indecisive. Hangman, you're going to be stuck. Page of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Justice, the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands. You may be getting some kind of like, what's this Page of Swords, Ace of Wands? Eight of Wands. There's some kind of communication though. Be careful in who you're giving another chance to. The Eight of Cups, the Tower, and the Seven of Wands. You do have spiritual protection here on your end, and your spiritual protection is, if there is someone that is not supposed to be in your energy, you're very spiritually protected. It's just that we all have free will. There's tower moments that happens over and over again. I just posted something. It said something like, the universe is going to show you 1,000 times that it will not work out with, like, let's say with someone that's not supposed to be in your energy. And this is coming when something is keep happening, tower moments, tower moments. Let's say you keep catching someone, they keep lying to you, you guys keep having argument, like something isn't moving forward. I see you possibly giving someone another chance. In the midst of all this, I even see growth opportunities, finances becoming better, but the Tower and the Seven of Wands is here. Divine intervention served as a protection because you're not supposed to be investing in someone or something. That's why you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Devil, the karmic cycle that you're not hopping off of. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. King of Swords, the Sun, and the Fool. You may be giving an ex or some kind of like ex-husband or somebody here a chance, but it drains you and it keeps you away from happiness. The Devil again, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Wands. Is this the same person or someone else? Three of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the High Priestess. I don't know if you got two people, but in any case, something is not in the right energy. And pardon me for overstepping, but if you're dealing with someone married, that could be that. If you are married and you're sneaking towards someone else, that could be that too. But there is somebody very deceptive. The Devil and the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Somebody wants to keep their marriage and deal with someone else. I'm just not sure where you are. There's like bad juju here, if you know what I mean. So what could she expect out this situation? The Devil, the Seven of Cups, the World, the Judgment, and the Chariot. The Magician again. There's something with black magic. What's the Magician and the Devil? The King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Cups. I don't know who's trying to keep someone binded to them or stained to them. This could be some kind of somebody very manipulative. We'll put it as that. All right. So we don't put it all on black magic, but with the Devil and the Magician, there is like a lot of manipulation here. And it's like stopping someone from leaving, or somebody here is very narcissistic. So you need to remove yourself from some kind of chaos, or this person. Three of Wands, Empress, and the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. Especially if you know there's a side piece involved, or especially if you know if you are a side piece, because if you are, there's a wife here that could be doing some kind of spiritual work. All right. I don't know if this is going to resonate. Please let me know. I need to stop doing that because then I'm going to need Botox. And, you know, I just turned 37, so I speak a lot with my eyebrows and my forehead. All right. I think this is the one I didn't get a, yeah, this is the one I didn't get a cash app from. I mean, an email from. Hold on. Hold on, boo. I'm confused about this one. Oh, no, this is not it. Okay, I see it here. This is what I was looking for. Perfect. Okay, gotcha. So where is this one? Did I put this one back? I don't know what just happened. Hold on, guys. Oh, this is you. Okay, I got this one. This was a repeat. Okay. All right, perfect. Number 911. Number 911. Inevitable. Okay, so you want to do a 3 month energy. Did you want it on love? Let's see. What did you say first? Okay, so just hope of whatever comes out. Okay. Number 911. 3 month energy check for number 911. Number 911. 3 month energy check. We're going to do the overall 3 months and then we'll go month by month starting from April, May, and June. The 7 of Cups and the Chariot. There could be travel over the next 3 months. 8 of Wands. Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. The 7 of Cups. The Empress. The 5 of Wands. There may be travel delays. 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. And the 6 of Wands. You have a lot of opportunities coming towards you. 10 of Wands. 9 of Cups. 10 of Swords. You're going to be releasing some kind of confusion. The Chariot and the 10. And there could be a lot of like drama coming up in a family situation. 8 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. But then it leads to reconciliation. Hierophant. This could be within a marriage. Knight of Cups in reverse. The 6 of Wands and the Devil. There could be a liar here, though. Knight of Cups in reverse, Devil, and the 6 of Wands. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody here may love attention. I feel like you're about to release some kind of confusion. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the King of Swords. I don't know if this is two separate people, but there could be like a divorce or a separation here, or some kind of releasing. 7 of Wands, some kind of like blockage here that you're about to release. This could be from a past connection, like the burden of it. I feel like there's healing coming in by moving away from drama. 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles, Judgment. But somebody's going to want another chance. Page of Pentacles, Hierophant, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups. However, I see you moving towards a different direction. You're moving in towards peace, stability. And you could be with the Hierophant, 2 of Cups, moving into another connection, having some kind of new beginning that you've manifested. Knight of Cups in reverse, the Devil, the King of Cups, 6 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Moon. Why is the Devil with the King of Cups? Why is the Moon, the World, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords? You know, be careful because I do feel as if you're about to step into another commitment. But there is something about the Devil, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Somebody here could be a liar. It doesn't feel like the commitment. Who is this person? The 4 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. It's your ex. It's your past person. Somebody that feels rejected. They could be, I don't know why they're coming in with some kind of lie or wanting some kind of attention. And could be causing interference with some kind of connection that you're about to step into. This could even be if you have children with this past person. They may be trying to like hold this over your head, or there could be drama. I don't know if there's like Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Moon, some kind of legalities around this. All right. Court issues or something like that. No, see, go goddess. You're one of the last ones, boo. Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Why is the Devil, the Five of Pentacles, the Death? Somebody does not want to take no for an answer. So be careful, because it could be causing some kind of drama or some kind of shift of energy with a new connection that you're about to come up on. The Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. I don't know why it could also be making you rethink a new connection. I don't know if because you feel like the burden is just way too much, or the drama. It's like, don't allow your past to win here, because I see you moving towards something very happy. But it's like somebody wants to come back in to sabotage it. And it feels like it's coming from a very manipulative kind of energy. My ear just like can't stop itching. I don't know. It's like gossip, or it's like lies or something like that. All right, so let's start with April. Let's start with April. What's April looking like? What's April looking like? Yes, boo. I had a long list, boo boo. I'm still doing readings from the first life, boo. Whoever donated. The Moon and the Five of Wands. The King of Wands. There's a Pisces. There could be a Scorpio, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It feels like a lot of drama, or a lot of like resistance and a commitment. Three of Cups, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords. The Moon and Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups. You have two masculines here. What's this Moon and the King of Cups? Somebody may be becoming like single coming up in April. And then I see there's a lot of competition for you. There could be also a lot of drama. Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I don't know if you're dealing with some kind of legalities. There could be a closing to a cycle. But there's a lot of resistance here, like a lot of cutthroat energy. Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and a Death. Four of Wands. I don't know if you're dealing with like a lawsuit, not a lawsuit, sorry, like a divorce or some kind of legalities. There could be some kind of fight over money, or what is the Death? The Four of Wands and the Two of Wands. The Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Wands. It feels like a marriage or a commitment coming to an end. There's a lot of burdens within a household. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I don't know if you're already dealing with someone else, and that could be causing some kind of interference. Tell me about this person, that drama. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Hangman. Somebody doesn't want to let you go. They don't want you to move on. The Fool. They want a new beginning. The Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. What's this? Magician, Three of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Is this the same person? Hierophant. I see the drama coming up, but then I see you guys kind of working things out. I see like an ending, but then I see you taking someone back. And I don't know if it's against your better judgment, because I see you here with, it's like there's love here, but with the Eight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and a Nine of Swords, it's like you're wondering whether or not you're going to be able to heal something. What about May? What's May looking like? What's May looking like? What's May looking like? The Judgment, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. There's some kind of communication on regret. All right, sadness, Eight of Swords. Wanting another chance. Three of Wands. Judgment, Magician, trying to manifest another chance. Six of Pentacles, the Strength, heal some kind of disappointment. Still tied to the past. The Chariot, the Hangman, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Three of Wands, Four of Wands, King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Somebody's holding on to a grudge, though. I see, like, what does she want? The High Priestess, the World, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Sun. I see you just wanting to be happy, moving in a separate direction. But it feels like somebody's still waiting to come and try to make a situation right with you. And there could be an apology here. The Sun, there may be pregnancy too here. The Hangman, the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, the Fool. Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. What's the Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Six of Cups? Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Girl, are you married and you haven't moved out of this marriage yet and you want somebody else? Because it feels as if you're tied to something. Children, family. And it feels like there's something that you don't want anymore and you want to move away, but it feels restricting for you. Empress, the World, yeah, the Knight of Swords, the Devil. Somebody could be very obsessed with you and not wanting to let you go, not wanting you to become single. And I see you really trying to just be happy. Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Page of Swords. Somebody also may be spying on you a lot. Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, the Death, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. I don't know if somebody knows that you have new love coming in, or you have options, but they're heavily watching you. So be careful. What's June looking like? 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 The Seven of Wands. The Five of Swords again. What are you going through, boo? This feels tiresome. The High Priestess. The Knight of Cups. And the Six of Swords. The Ten of Wands. The Star. The Five of Wands. The Ace of Cups. And the Four of Cups. The Four of Swords. The Seven of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the World, and the Devil. The Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Why is this King of Cups here? The Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. It feels as if you got somebody else in your energy, but there's somebody that you can't escape, or there's a situation that you can't escape. And it doesn't feel mental. This feels like you're dealing with someone. And it's causing a lot of like chaos within you. There's like something that you're refusing to close out to move towards new love. Six of Swords, the Devil, and the Four of Pentacles. There's like I don't know if it's obsessive energy, but it's like holding on to something toxic, not feeling like you can move away from a situation, but you're not happy in it, but you hold on to it. And then I have two people here, somebody that you may really want to move towards commitment with. Three of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Tower. like a third party, Tower and Ten of Swords, Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, but there's like sadness because things can't take up off the ground. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords, somebody's stuck in a marriage. Somebody's stuck in a commitment. Nine of Pentacles, a Magician, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, and Two of Cups. All right. I mean, I'm not sure who's stuck in the commitment, but somebody has two people. Somebody wants to move towards happiness, but there's restriction from someone else. So I don't know if this is something that you've been dealing with. And if it has, I don't see much changing in the next 3 months. Anything else for June? Anything else for June? The Moon, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Judgment, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and the King, the Emperor. There's like a third party situation that somebody may be finding out about in June. The Fool, the Star, and the Nine of Wands. But again, there's like wanting to heal a situation, The King of Wands, the Death, and the Lovers, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Justice. You give someone another chance. Three of Wands, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. But then there's always like a wait for somebody to fuck it up again, and it ends up happening again. The Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. I'm not sure what you're dealing with, boo, but it seems like a lot of third-party stuff. I'm not sure if you're dealing with someone and you want to be with someone else, and the person that you're with, the commitment or your husband, could be dealing with someone else as well. But it feels like you two don't let each other go. All right. Number 22. You got harmony. Okay. So the first question is, are my feelings being reciprocated with the person on my mind? How does this person feel about number 22? 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 Three of Pentacles and the World. King of Cups and the Two of Wands. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Three of Pentacles, the Judgment, the World, the Justice. King of Cups, Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, sorry. This person is coming up as a hoe, though. I'm not going to lie. It's like they can't help something. The Temperance. The Eight of Swords. They are stressed about an ending. The Moon. The Fool. And the Hangman. But they're stuck in their own ways. The Chariot. I feel like Five of Wands. It's like this person, how do they feel about her? Three of Wands, Strength, and the Nine of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess, and a Ten of Wands. But why is the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Wands? The Ace of Cups, the Queen of... Is this how they feel? I'm going to be honest with you. Either this person is tied to something else or they're stuck in their own ways. There's something about not being able to move past some kind of energy. And I don't know if this person just find comfort in being promiscuous or flighty. The moon, nine of wands, and the king of cups, and they have a problem around vulnerability and emotions. That's why they're like this. Two of wands, the fool, and the wheel of fortune, four of swords. What are their feelings towards her, though? The Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Nine of Cups, the High Priestess, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like this person is unsure if you're wish fulfillment because there's some kind of drama around Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Somebody feels like somebody is sneaky. I don't know if I'm going to be honest with you. If they feel like you're promiscuous, Knight of Wands in reverse, the Hangman, and the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Somebody is very stuck in their own ways. I feel like they're very defensive when it comes to King of Cups. Yeah, their emotions. It's, you know what this feels like? A scorned man. Seeing women the same or seeing something like that. Because why is that coming up this way? The Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Girl, this man has been hurt in the past. So they may look at every female the same. I'm going to be honest with you. Even asking how they feel, they're coming up so guarded. I do feel, though, with the Three of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Judgment, and the Chariot, Six of Wands, they want some kind of success with you. This person is very much stuck in their own ways. So even if I was to tell you there is some kind of emotion here or whatever, it's hard to determine that because they see women in a lower vibration and it feels like it's coming from a place where they gave their heart to someone and this person did them wrong. So they can't get past that. And they like categorize or generalize people. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Death. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Even though you're coming up as a soulmate to them, I don't think they could see that opportunity. And they feel like Death, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. I don't see much love here, but it doesn't mean, and it's just because their outlook on people or relationships or females is very tainted. Ace of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups. This person, I don't even know if they're not in tune with their own emotions. And it could be because of some kind of past energy. Somebody did them wrong or something like that. It feels like a scorned man or a scorned person. If it's not a man, I don't know who the person on your mind is, but okay. All right. Present energy for her. What's the present energy? Present energy. Present energy. Present energy. Present energy. Six of Wands. Three of Swords. Justice. The Judgment and the Moon. Lovers. Three of Swords. Ten of Wands. Justice. Empress. Judgment. Two of Cups and the Moon. The Six of Cups. The Death. The Eight of Wands. The Fool. The World. And the Five of Cups. I see there's some kind of sadness around a past situation. Someone that you were connecting with. What's the Six of Wands, the Death, and the Lovers? Six of Swords. There could have been a recent ending. And I still see this weighing heavy on you from you moving forward. Justice, the Fool, and the Empress. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like you want to have a new beginning, but you're still stuck to some kind of heartbreak. The Judgment, the World, and the Two of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. The Page of Cups, the Page of Wands. There could be an apology coming in from someone here. Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. But why is that here? The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. But somebody could be committed. The Moon, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Cups, the Star. I see like there's a lot of sadness and wanting to heal something with someone. Queen of Swords, Emperor, and the Tower. After a Tower moment, this could be in a family situation. All right, if you have children. Sorry, I got a new nose ring and this annoys me. The Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Chariot. There's something that's not allowing you to move forward. It's like fighting against the tide because there's still emotions here. I do see you learning a lesson and manifesting. It's just taking a little bit. It's taking time. Ten of Swords, yeah, Knight of Cups, and the Sun. You will feel happy again coming up. Give yourself some grace if that's what you're feeling, like some kind of sadness and regret, or some kind of sadness or not being able to move past something. What's coming up? What's coming up? The High Priestess and the Three of Cups. The Ten of Wands. The Death and the Six of Wands. The Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Death, the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands. Hangman. Hangman and heavy Pisces energy. Ace of Swords. Three of Cups, Ten of Swords. What's that about? Nine of Pentacles. King of Cups. Hierophant. You got a soulmate here. I feel like you want a breakthrough and a shift in a situation. You could be having a hard time coming up dating, all right? The single life may be a bit hard for you coming up. Ten of Wands, King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords. There's something weighing heavy between you and someone. Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit. You know, I feel like there's a lot of like looking back at some kind of investment and feeling like you don't want to release that because you've spent so much time and energy on someone. Death, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Cups, Two of Wands. Whatever this connection is, though, it's definitely a spiritual lesson for you. And I feel like it's definitely going to ascend you. Six of Wands, Queen of Cups, Three of Wands. The Empress, yep, the Justice, and the World. You're about to come out different from whatever this is. This could be a twin flame situation or a marriage, a very strong spiritual connection, but it is definitely going to trigger things that you're going to learn from. And I feel like you're on the right path. What's the Three of Wands? The Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. You know, what you should not do is wait for someone, for you to be seen. Like if you feel like you're not seen by someone. It's almost like trying to always prove yourself to someone here in a love situation. The Lovers, the Knight of Swords. I do see this person coming back. But it's not linked to some kind of happiness, though. It feels very sexual. And again, it's definitely stagnant. I don't know if somebody's still dealing with someone else. It feels stagnant. I feel like what you're going to start realizing is self-love, and you're going to start setting your ground and holding your boundaries and feeling like it's just best to move on and to leave someone, block somebody, especially when it comes to intimacy, because there's still way too much confusion. Three of Swords, the Temperance, and the Two of Pentacles. It's like somebody have you at limbo, have you waiting, holding, like it's like holding a hot seat. It's like saving space for someone. And all it's doing is sabotaging you. All right. Number 4141. Yes, accurate. Okay. Girl, you have me sweating. When it's new energies like that, it's hard sometimes. Okay. Habit. Thank you, boo. Give me the 411. What's the cheese man around number 4141? It's so funny that you said 411 and you got 4141. You're welcome, my love. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy and being patient. What's the cheese man around 4141? What's the cheese man surrounding number 4141? King of Swords in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. What's the 411? The Magician and the Knight of Swords. King of Swords in reverse, the Four of Cups. Somebody is bitter. Six of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, they're releasing a situation. The Magician to manifest their own happiness, and they're waiting for some kind of communication from someone else. Knight of Cups. Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords, the Temperance. They're still waiting, though, here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, they hate it there. They hate where they are. Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, but there's an ending. Okay, the World, and the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Five of Wands, the Death, and the Queen of Swords. Somebody's ending a situation. They're tired of the drama. With the King of Swords in reverse, they hate it there. King of Cups, there's no love in this situation anymore. So what's going on here? The Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Devil, Page of Wands, Judgment, and the Ace of Swords. They're realizing the toxicity this is. Emperor, Four of Swords, and the Star. They're thinking about their wish fulfillment. The Lovers, the Six of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles, and they're planning to move towards it very slowly with someone that they love. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, but they don't want to be impulsive about it. Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. They hate being married to someone. High Priestess, Nine of Swords, and a Five of Swords. Lord. This is bothering this person. Like, it's eating them up at this point. This person is going off of the ending coming from obviously what needs to be done, but there's a big fear in not doing something the right way, or if they're making the right decision. They're planning to go towards new love, or this moon energy, Ten of Cups, their happiness, Two of Swords, and the Hermit. There's communication here. There's communication here. Somebody's gonna be going towards where they feel happy. When I say they hate it there, I mean they hate it there. It's about to get ugly, and you're right. Ooh, girl. I scared. I am so scared. I am so scared. The Devil. Woo. Three of Cups. Page of Pentacles. The Judgment, and the Four of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Five of Swords. Ooh, girl, it's about to be a little drama here. Three of Wands. Eight of Wands. Ten of Cups. High Priestess. The Six of Wands. But it's so funny. I feel like you know that you're about to get some kind of upper hand, but it's gonna be a struggle. Whatever this is not gonna come easy. Oh shit, they did. I'm scared. All right, for number 2134, I don't see your payment, boo. So I don't know what kind of reading is. Let me go back. I'm gonna need you guys to attach your payment so I know how I'm reading it. Is it just one question or is it like a, okay, it is a one question. I had to go back. Okay. All right, for number 2134. You're welcome. You got achievement. Will 2134 get back with S? Will 2134 get back with S? Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. The Empress and the Strength, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Judgment. I feel like this person is definitely coming back around, but why is there so much female energy here? I don't know if this is again with tarot, there's no gender, so I'm gonna put this as a masculine energy. But it feels as if they are coming back, but with people in their energy, deceptive energy. Ten of Swords, yeah, the Fool. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands. This person doesn't want to let you go. They're trying to sneak back. They're going to sneak back into your energy. But see, there's something about either you already knowing or this person already knowing that there is a third party or someone else here. Why is the Ten of Swords? The Five of Pentacles, yeah, the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. It makes the situation insecure now. So I don't know if it moves towards anything. The Strength, the Fool, and the World, the Eight of Cups. I see you walking away from this situation. Are they going to get back together? The Temperance, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Star, and the Page of Wands. Yes, but the thing is that if you take this person back too prematurely, they're going to end up fucking it up. I feel like this time needs to pass between you and this person in order for this person to elevate and to work on themselves. The Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Sun, and the Six of Pentacles. There is like a commitment here with someone still. There's still some kind of interference. Something already came out to light. Seven of Pentacles and the Sun. Yeah, Four of Cups. That gave somebody a bitter taste. The Moon, the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like it comes back around, but maybe not in the energy that you want it. So be careful taking somebody back prematurely because they need to heal. They need to work on themselves. The Six of Swords, the Lovers, and the Three of Cups. I do see reconciliation, but it gives me more so if they're coming back prematurely, make sure that, you're following your intuition because it may not last. All right. You need to give this time for this person to figure out what they want. And then I see how the reconciliation will, it actually turns into something better rather than taking someone back prematurely and they're still being deceptive or somebody's being deceptive. How many left to go? As far as a lot. I just don't. What's your number? A lot, boo. So what else could she expect with this person coming up? The High Priestess, the King of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Again, I do see them apologizing, but this person likes to sabotage things. The Death, yeah, the Eight of Cups, seeing the Queen of Pentacles, you end up walking away. Eight of Wands, Strength, and the King of Cups. You got to let this person work, like really show that they want to be with you. Put in some kind of effort. Three of Cups and the Three of Wands, yeah, because they still hold back emotionally. There's still stagnation here. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups, yeah, and the Two of Swords. And I don't see you being happy. I don't see you getting like the emotional fulfillment. Number 1221. Number 1221. You got symbiosis, I guess, symbols, signs, symbols, synchronicities. Okay. Is this person still interested in thinking of 1221? Is this person still interested in thinking of 1221? Is this person still interested in thinking of 1221? Death and the Eight of Cups. The Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords cross. And the Temperance, Death, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Justice, Three of Pentacles, the Star, the Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles. I don't know if somebody found out something. Seven of Swords came out cross, speaks about like exposed energy. I feel like this person tries not to think about you. Two of Pentacles. They wonder if this is really over and they're trying to block you out. They feel like that's the best thing. Three of Pentacles and the Star. They could be focusing on something else. Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Yeah, they could have moved towards someone else here, another opportunity, or they could be very much focused on their wish fulfillment. It feels like another love situation, though. Are they interested in 1221 still? Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Emperor, Judgment, and the Two of Cups, yes. So what do they got going on? The Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. They may be trying to focus on their finances, but I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Four of Pentacles, I don't know if this person felt like if you were dealing with someone else. So it's like they're trying to get over you. It's like they felt like they found something out. Ten of Cups. They're trying to emotionally detach from this, but I don't see that they have. Two of Swords is here. Yeah, Five of Wands. They're still conflicted. They're still having fully emotionally detached. They're still having a hard time. Are they still interested? Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Six of Wands. They may be watching you. All right, Ten of Wands. Yeah, they're stressing about you. All right, Page of Swords, Six of Wands, King. They could be watching you through social media. Hangman, Three of Swords. They're still stuck on you, boo. They're just fronting, and they're trying to distract themselves with finances or something else. They may be dealing with someone else. What's the Temperance, the Nine of Wands, and the Hierophant, the Hermit? They haven't gotten over you. Four of Swords. The Six of Cups. They think about the ending, the disappointment, the regret, the betrayal. All right. Knight of Pentacles, the Strength. They're trying to heal from it. The Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Magician. Is that with her? Nine of Pentacles. They want to manifest a reconciliation, but Five of Pentacles, they don't know how to go about it. Nine of Cups, King of Cups. Hell no, this person hasn't. This person is very much interested. It just feels like they're still thinking about something that happened between you and them. Some kind of lie or sneaky energy. And they're trying to distract themselves. What does this person want? What does this person want? King of Pentacles with her. Nine of Wands. They haven't let you go. The World, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Death. They want to get over you. They want to. They want to move towards some kind of stability. What do they want with her? Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Empress, Queen of Wands, Two of Swords. But see, they may have someone else in their energy. Justice, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. They do want to reach out. Four of Cups, the Lovers, and the Seven of Cups, but they feel like it's a missed opportunity. Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. They may feel like you've gone towards another commitment, or you're married, or you're committed elsewhere as well. So they feel like it's a missed opportunity. All right, please, please, please attach your payments so I don't have to go back, so I know what kind of payments you guys have made. Mm, mm. Oh, almost skipped you, boo. How come I didn't tag you? Sorry, I almost skipped you. I was like, wait, what? All right. All right, for number 111. You got manifestation. Oh, thank you, boo. Thank you. What is coming towards number 111 that she needs to be aware of for the month of April? What's coming towards number 111 that she needs to be aware of for the month of April? What's coming towards number 111 that she needs to be aware of for the month of April? The Magician, Gemini energy. The Fool and the Emperor, Aquarius, Aries. Four of Swords and the Queen of Wands, heavy fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, Five of Cups. Emperor, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Judgment. Somebody's going to come back in sadness and regret. Hermit, four of Swords, but be careful because it may be off of not having somewhere to be or go or financial issues. I see you being very logical though around this decision about taking someone back. What's the Four of Swords? Eight of Cups. I see you being very cold towards the situation. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, thinking about it a lot. Eight of Swords. Rethinking about it over and over again. Standing your ground. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. This person has an option between you and someone else. Be careful. What does she need to be aware of for the month of April coming towards her? Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Devil, and the Five of Wands. What's the High Priestess and the Devil? The Three of Pentacles. You're going to have to use your discernment. And not go against your intuition because you want attention. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. There's communication here, justice. King of Pentacles, strength, and the Nine of Swords. There could also be like a legal situation or talks of legalities that's putting someone stress around money. Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? You're going to have options. Hangman, Ten of Wands, and the Moon. Somebody could be coming back towards you because somebody dropped them. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and financially. What's the King of Swords? Ace of Swords. What's Death and the Ten of Pentacles? The Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. How is she going to feel about this here? About that, this. The Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. There's something about legalities and money. There could be even a big lump sum coming towards you. You may be getting even your taxes, I guess, or Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Sun. There's something happy around finances. This money could also be very transformational for you, but with Temperance, you're gonna and the King of Swords, you're gonna have to manage it very well. Your finances are about to change. There's gonna be a very big lump sum here or payout. There's some kind of breakthrough in finances. There may be also some kind of interference with travel or moving. You may need to stay away from a reconciliation because it's going to cause some kind of just like heartbreak. Okay. 777. Don't forget to attach your payments, please. This was the one question. No, this was a future, present, and future. Okay. Seven, 777. You got luck. Did you get a number? Did you get a number, Octavia Boo? You should have gotten a number. I sent you a number, Boo. I got you highlighted here. You got a few more before you. Hold on. I sent you a number. So you have this, 2, 3, 4. You have about, counting this one, 5 more before you. All right. Sorry, 777. All right. Present energy as far as her love life. Her number 777. Especially around this no contact. Page of Wands. The Hangman. 7 of Wands. I do see stagnation currently around your love life. 2 of Cups. Blockages around a connection. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, Hangman, Wheel of Fortune. 7 of Wands, King of Swords, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. It feels like there could be a little bit of burden surrounding you being single. And I do feel the stagnation is coming from holding on to a certain situation. 7 of Wands and the King of Swords. Yeah, something that you're linking your happiness to. 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I do see a connection coming in, though. The Moon. The Ace of Cups. I do see you still hanging on to this person because you love them. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. But I see a connection here. I do see a relationship coming in. What's this about? The Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, the Magician, and the Devil. The Lovers, the 3 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. I do see communication coming in. We're going to look more into it. And I do see a relationship here. I see you moving into a connection. But it feels like it's a bit manipulative. The Justice, the 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Somebody could be very manipulative. Somebody could have a lot of options too. The Devil and the 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, King of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. I don't know. This ex of yours may deal with some kind of emotional some kind of past issue around his emotions. What's the 5 of Pentacles? The 3 of Cups, the Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. I do see him feeling like abandoned or feeling like he misses you. It does give me like there's a new beginning. Let's see what's coming up. But I feel like you need to shift your perception about this because it's also holding you back. I know that you still love this person, but it's also giving me a bit of pessimism around your love life. And that could be stagnating you a bit. What's coming up around her love life? What's coming up in her love life? Sorry, I keep saying her. I'm not sure. What's coming up with number 777's love life? What's coming up in number 77's love life? Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, 4 of Cups, King of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands, Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. I see a breakthrough. I see some kind of communication. Ten of Wands. Nine of Swords. But it's once you release the anxiety. Ace of Cups. I don't think you see this coming. Ace of Cups and the Hermit. The Queen of Wands. The Death. And the Queen of Cups. You're going to find some kind of self-love coming up. Justice. What's coming up between her and this ex? The Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Sun. I see happiness coming in with this ex. The Moon, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles, but you may be getting attention from someone else coming up. You got new love here too. I feel like there's going to be an energetic exchange. If you want some kind of spiritual help, this is definitely giving me Paints a Power candle. It deals with empowerment when you're going through some kind of breakup, and it does create an energetic change because it's once you start releasing a situation and start realizing whatever's for you will be for you, it actually shifts the energy. The World, yeah. And the Page of Pentacles. I see you getting an offer. Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. I see you feeling confident. I see you getting attention, realizing that waiting for someone is just sabotaging you. And I see you being in the energy of self-love. When that happens, I see new love coming in. And I also see this ex coming back around. The Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. But girl, it may be a little too late because you have a soulmate coming in. Eight of Wands, King of Wands, and the Judgment. You're going to have a decision between two. You have new love here and you have a connection. King and the Queen of Pentacles, you have a commitment coming in. But I also see someone else wanting another chance. Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles. You're not going to know what to do or who to leave. The Star, the Four of Pentacles, and the Sun. The Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and Knight of Swords. You may end up back with your ex. The Devil, the Sun. Yeah, there's some kind of change coming up. Just make sure you're using your discernment because I see new love and I see the ex here, but I see you taking a detour. So Paint a Power candle and Roots of Love. Those are the two I would recommend. What's coming up in love? The Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, the Sun. I don't think you see this coming. You have happiness coming in. Seven of Cups, Page of Wands, but you also have options. You're going to be talking to someone. This could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. Heavy fire sign. All right. And then I see this person, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I see you kind of not forgetting the past, but releasing it. And you're moving into a connection. Four of Wands, the Strength, the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. But the Seven of Swords, the Lovers, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, you may be juggling two people. You got a divine masculine coming in, though, boo. Yikes. That's going to be a tough one. Hold on. Oh, okay, it's here. Gotcha. I already got you here. Okay, because you sent the Cash App and then that after. Okay, so I do have you here. Okay. All right, number 1010. Number 1010, you have faith. Thank you, love. Gotcha. Okay. For number 10, what's her message from her spirit guides regarding her next moves as far as her career? Message from her spirit guides regarding her next career moves. Message from her spirit guides regarding her next career moves. What's coming up as far as career, her job in the very near future? Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. The Hermit and the Queen of Cups. The Eight of Wands. The Two of Swords. The Six of Swords. The Hermit. The Four of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. The Tower. The Temperance. The Star. And the King of Cups. You are going to get something that's actually like a soulmate energy for you. I just feel as if I had sent another question with payment for 420. Okay, love, I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because I had already closed questions when you sent it. So it may not be this live, boo. Sorry, King and the Queen of Cups. I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, you are gonna get something, but the divine wants you to have faith on them because you are learning some kind of lesson. With the Five of Swords, the Temperance, and the Six of Swords, you are going to find exactly what you want. Just hold on to that. You got the Hermit and the Star, and the Hermit searches for the Star. Four of Pentacles. Hold on to that. You are going to get it. Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, Eight of Wands, Justice. You're going to get karmic justice. Eight of Cups. I see you walking away. The World. There's going to be an ending of a cycle. Three of Cups. You got celebration coming in. Knight of Swords. What's next as far as her career? The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Swords. What's the Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Five of Wands? I do see you getting notification here. There's a breakthrough, but with the Seven of Wands and the Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, Hierophant, Five of Wands, what's that about? You may end up rejecting it because Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, finances, money, Three of Cups, Five of Cups, Knight of Cups. What's the Five of Cups? Yeah, it's the financial part. So what's this position here? The Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Devil. Six of Pentacles and the Devil. The Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. I see opportunities coming in, but I see that it is slow energy, and it feels as if with the Six of Pentacles and the Devil, you are going to have a lot of options, though. The Seven of Cups and the Devil, yeah, the Empress. But it's a matter of knowing your worth, and that is actually what your this is actually what your lesson is about. What's the Seven of Swords? The Ace of Wands. Not getting something that's going to lowball you. So I feel like you are exactly where you need to be. I do feel like, yes, you do have opportunities coming towards you and you're not taking them. But I feel like this is what the lesson is about, is like you're not going to settle. So what about her current position? Oh, because I see you leaving that. The Chariot, the Seven of Wands, the Emperor. And what you're learning here is to actually stand on your own 2 feet, Emperor and the Knight of Swords, and have some kind of control. To not let it, especially when it comes to your finances, to not let anyone just tilt you off your pivot. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Hermit, the Five of Cups, the Star, and the Eight of Pentacles. I see that you don't like where you are. Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups. But obviously there's needs to be a situation where that's lined up for you before you leave. It's almost one of those hard lessons that not everything good comes easy. Nothing that is good will come easy. But I do see you getting your breakthrough, boo. The divine just wants you to close out a cycle. And it's a cycle of patience. It's a cycle of having faith. And it's a cycle to not settle for less, even though you're stuck in a situation, right? It's one of those things where if it's one of those things that every time we throw a tantrum, you know, just hypothetically speaking, our parents give us something, how would we learn from it? I understand that you're not where you want to be, but the divine is like, you need to have patience and faith and also know how to control that, because you are going to get what you want. What's coming up as far as career? The Hermit, the Three of Swords, the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords. I see a little drought. Eight of Cups, not drought as in you don't have the options, but what you want to do. But I see the position coming in. Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the King of Pentacles, and it's big money. And the divine wants you exactly where you're at, declining those small chumpy offers, because yes, and you said it to me, it's like going from one hell to the next. Why do it? So you're on the right track. It's just not comfortable. You know, we throw tantrums and it's like, you know, our daddy up there is like, all right, keep throwing your tantrum. I'm just walking away. Not abandoning, but more so, I know what I got lined up for you, but I'm going to let you throw your tantrum. I'll get back to you. You know, I'll come back around when you're done. You know what I mean? Walk by faith and not by sight. You know it's going to get better. I think all the messages were sent to you when you were making that big transition and you were just now going through another obstacle. But I see the big opportunity coming in to not only where you're going to have emotional fulfillment. You had the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, and the Empress. It's like your life path, your purpose. But in order for us to get there, there has to be trials and tribulations in order for us to recognize the value of what we're about to get. All right, number 2255. You got self-love. What and who is in number 2255's energy? What and who is in number 2255's energy? What and who is in number 2255's energy? Five of Wands, girl, chaos. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. The Ace of Cups. Oh, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. You got a few people here. Fire sign, earth sign, water sign. Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords. King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Wands, Death, King of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Okay, I see what this, all these the same people? Oh no, you got options coming in. Seven of Cups. The High Priestess, heavy Pisces energy. You know who's in your energy. Six of Wands, someone that has blatantly, like, in your face. There's an announcement. There has been something the very obvious that this person is deceptive. It's Six of Wands. It was made like public to you. Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands. You have some new love coming in. Three of Pentacles. Nice. You got new love coming in. The Star, but that's once you, the Leo, make some kind of transition. King of Pentacles and Four of Cups, because you're going to miss out on opportunity of a whole husband. You beefing with all of them? Lord God. So you got a few people here. Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. But you got someone very specific. Aries energy doesn't have to be this Emperor. This could be a baby daddy, a divine masculine that you feel, you know, that's blocking all this for you too. Eight of Cups, the Strength, and the Page of Pentacles. Someone that you refuse to walk away from or emotionally detach from. That's blocking all that. Three of Wands, the World, and Three of Swords, the Divine is waiting for you to close out a cycle. Because you got this whole King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Moon, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. The Divine is waiting for you to step through so that you're able to go ahead and commit. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Fool, but you're fighting against the tide. You're fighting against doing some kind of work here. The Fool, the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, and the Justice. It's so funny because it's coming up that you're even afraid of commitment. You and this masculine, and we know who this is, mirror each other in different ways. What's in her energy? The Five of Cups, the Magician, yeah, and the Queen of Cups. So you got a few things here. You're trying to manifest some kind of love opportunity, but you're not emotionally available. You're trying to manifest from a place of Five of Cups, pessimism, or being upset. You're trying to manifest in that way. You and this person mirror each other, and that's why this person is always in your energy. Ten of Wands, Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles. And it's so funny because the way you're coming up is not even confident in who you are. Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. This is what the Divine is waiting for you to release all that junk behind you, to release all that chaos, the chaos that you even got internally, and become this Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. That's crazy. What does she need to release? What's the Ten of Wands here? Because the Divine is waiting for you to like look at yourself in the mirror, realize who the hell you are, turn that switch on, turn that switch off of the bullshit, and turn your bad bitch shit on, and now come back up with some, because you're a Leo. I don't see you being a Leo. We're waiting for that Leo to come up and look to bring in the Ace of Cups. That's crazy. What does she need to release? Ten of Wands, the Sun, Leo energy, Queen of Wands, and the Five of Wands. It's literally conflict, chaos. But you're the Leo. It's the chaos within yourself. Do you love chaos? Because it's really a no-brainer. It really is. We get to pick and choose our battles, and some of us love the chaos because that's all we've known. You know, we go back to that same discussion to where we sit comfortable, where a place of what feels comfortable, what we know, right? If our entire life we've been dealing with chaos, and then 1 minute, like I gave that example not too long ago, coming from New York to Florida, there was no sirens, no chaos, no outside. I couldn't sleep because I was used to that chaos. That was my norm every day. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? The King of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Moon. Not only do you need to release someone, obviously, but I feel like you're not even right now in the position. You're not even emotionally available. You're 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to love in general. What she needs to release? The Four of Pentacles, the Death, and the World. You refuse to close out a cycle. Death and the World. Magician, the Two of Wands, in order for you to be able to shift your perception to now move with manifestation. So if you're beefing with all of them, then you need to release all of them, because there should be no beefing. You should be sitting you should want to sit in this soft girl life. And it doesn't mean like the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. They pick and choose their battles. We're not perfect. I mean, shit, you're a Leo. You got that feisty shit in you, but it's like who you're gonna beef with. Like, you know what I mean? Is it gonna be someone that's worth it, or is it someone that you're just wasting your time, your energy on? You know what I mean? So you got a few people here in your energy. One of them look like chaos. The other one looks like a little bit more promising. Tell me about this promising energy that I keep seeing, this commitment. The Eight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Star, wow, and the Ten of Swords. They're waiting for your transition, Eight of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant for your elevation, the Empress again, and the Temperance. Wow. The Queen of Cups for your self-love. The divine is waiting for you to transition into Nine of Pentacles, self-confidence. Because when you're in this confident energy, love, you won't entertain half the bullshit that you may entertain now. And if they're not worth it, there you go. You know it. So why entertain it when you're the fucking Empress and the Star? You come up like a Beyonce, like a celebrity status. I'm not trying to compare you to any female, but you know what I mean? Like that, that people, wow. That's how you, that's, it's one of those where, and I don't know why I'm getting a headache, but it's one of those energies where like, I feel like God is like, if you could only see yourself how I see you. Ten of Swords and the Temperance. Yeah, there's healing to do. But it's like sometimes we choose to stay in the chaos. You choose those battles most of the time. You know what I mean? Because that's where we're comfortable at. Sometimes we're so afraid to be the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles because it comes with solitude. It comes with being home alone, silence, and being able to freaking enjoy that. Not needing the bullshit, not needing the attention. You don't want that, the unwanted attention. You want the, you know what I mean? The Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. It's like it's almost like a fear of moving ahead. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Three of Swords. It's like, what are you afraid of? What God has for you? What, the success? A marriage, a commitment? What are you afraid of? I'm gonna leave you with this. When you start wanting what God wants for you, it's a wrap from there. The minute that you start wanting what God wants for you, it's a wrap. Does it come with fear? Yeah, you're human. Absolutely. I mean, you have people that like blindly walk. I get it. It's, walk by faith, not by sight. That's hard. It is. But I got to tell you, girl, I want to live in the passenger seat. I don't want to take in a wheel. I'm tired of that life. I'm tired of always trying to control every single time in my life. And one thing I will not try to control is my love life. Even I'm married right now. I hope that works out. You know what I mean? But you never know what happens, and that's fine. Will you cry and hurt a little bit? Absolutely. But I want what God wants for me. Thank you. I'm a Jeep girl, boo. Die hard Jeep girl. But yeah, sit in that passenger seat, boo. Let God take the wheel. Stop trying to fight every freaking battle, especially the ones that we cannot control. And I feel like the biggest one we can't control is love. So just ride the tide. Like, our time is so short in this world for us to be constantly struggling, fighting for our life. When you can literally sit back and put your faith in the divine. All right. Let me put my phone in charge. Give me 1 second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, sorry guys. All right, number 99. Mom, you gonna be ready? All right, sorry. Number 99. No, not right now. Not right now. I'm on live, mommy. You got truth? All right, let's see. You got the 3-month energy check. So we're going to do the overall 3-month energy, and then we're going to go month by month. Overall, next 3 months. Next 3 months. What's the next 3 months looking like for number 99? The Judgment and the 5 of Swords. The Magician, Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy. The Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. The Knight of Swords, the Justice, and the 2 of Swords. You're going to have a decision to make in the next 3 months. Page of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups, Magician, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, Empress, 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 9 of Swords, the Justice, the Hermit, the 2 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. Judgment and the Page of Pentacles, King of Swords. I don't know if you're dealing with a legal situation. 5 of Wands. There could be some kind of 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, some kind of chaos, but I see that turning out well for you. There's some kind of chaotic event that's going to turn out in your favor. The Magician and the Queen of Cups, the 6 of Swords. I see you manifesting. Ace of Cups, and I see you manifesting love here. I see you moving towards like a new love situation. Empress and a 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Knight of Swords, 9. I see an apology coming in too. Justice and the Hermit, 8 of Pentacles, to make the one to work something out. 2 of Swords and a 4 of Cups, but I feel like you're kind of rejecting that offer. 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. 7 of Swords, the Emperor, yeah, and the High Priestess. Your intuition is going to be telling you to avoid someone that's trying to sneak back into your energy. Emperor, Empress. This could be a divorce situation or an ex or the father of your children or something like that. I feel like what you're not going to do is heal it. 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. It's almost like there was way too much damage already done, and I feel like you're already emotionally disconnecting from this. You may also feel like a sense of abandonment from this person, and there's like some kind of pain that you're not get over yet. 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. Not to say that you're not over the pain itself. Let me rephrase. It feels like there's something that you can't fathom healing again with this person. Especially, and again, this may just be, again, take it as it resonate, but especially if this person like left you with children, or there's like some kind of conflict over money or something like that. But when the conversation comes in, it confuses you. You could also be investing in someone else. I see a new connection here coming towards you. The Fool and the Lovers, the 10 of Wands, the World. Oh, yeah, and the Queen of Swords. I see you focusing on something else. I see you releasing something and closing out a cycle. You're turning your back towards a situation completely. Okay, so what's April looking like? What's April looking like for her? What's April looking like for her? What's April looking like? The Hangman in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and the Moon. You may feel like you're no longer wanting to sacrifice yourself in a situation. You could be ghosting someone. You could be like a lack of conversation or not talking to someone. Two of Wands. It's like almost having some kind of bravery here. King of Pentacles. This could be with a person that you've been committed. It feels like you no longer want to nurture a situation. With the Hangman in reverse and the Empress, this also gives me, I've never gotten this before, but I don't know why it's giving me right now. Like, and I apologize. It feels as if, I don't know if I want to say this. Do I want to say this? Yes. I don't know. There could be like a pregnancy loss, and my condolences if that's what that is. I'm not sure if it's purposely or, not purposely. Eight of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups. I see you not talking to someone. Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. There may be a Hangman in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles. There may be a pregnancy coming up. Eight of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Why is the Eight of Wands in reverse? The World. I see you ending a relationship, something that's very much full of love, but I see you moving on to new love. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Moon, the King of Cups. I see you having an option between two. You may be starting like another relationship in secret, and I see you truly moving on from someone. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords. There is a little anxiety on some kind of breakthrough here. Chariot, Four of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Three of Swords. I don't know if the person that you're moving towards is a side piece, though, because you have some kind of secret relationship and you're keeping it away from someone. You're not making an announcement about it for some reason. Page of Swords, Seven of Wands. You don't want someone to find out that you're moving on. Magician, Eight of Pentacles, and a Ten of Swords, because you don't want this person to end up sabotaging some kind of manifestation that you got, that you manifested this person. So you got new love here. What's May looking like? Kind of manifest. What's May looking like? The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Wands. The Five of Swords and the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, the High Priestess, the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Emperor, the Tower, Page of Swords. What's the Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles? There's someone coming back towards you very impulsively. The Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Magician, Death, the Devil, the King of Swords. It's almost like this ex of yours want to keep you stagnant. Two of Wands, High Priestess, and them. But I see you moving towards, you're moving with your intuition. Five of Swords, Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor and the Tower, the Lovers. Emperor, Tower, and the Lovers, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. There may be a little chaos coming up in May. Why? The Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups. It's almost like someone doesn't want you to leave, or somebody refuses to for you to abandon them. They don't want to hear it, and they're wanting to heal this. I hope this person is not like abusive. I'm gonna be honest because they feel very forceful. The Fool, the Sun, and the King of Cups. But here you off riding off in the sunset with this King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion, like a loving energy. The King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. Be careful with not allowing this person to sabotage. Like you're gonna need to really stand your ground and hold your boundaries, which I feel like you're doing, but there's someone that feels a bit forceful. What's June looking like? What's June looking like? What's June looking like? The Hangman, Pisces energy, and the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I see this person still trying to make amends with you. Knight of Swords, still trying to come back. Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords. I see you really in your head. Why? The Four of Wands, maybe around your stability. I don't know if you feel like there's a question around your stability when it comes to love. Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, Eight of Cups. I do see you walking away from the chaos, though. Seven of Pentacles. As far as your money, I do want to tell you this. Money's going to be looking better in June. All right. I don't know if you're leaving a home. You could be transitioning or moving. That may cause a bit of like a financial struggle for you or put you a little bit on the, hardship side. But I do see it getting better. You may also be getting a payout here from a legal situation. Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I see you moving away from this chaos and I see you having some kind of upper hand. There's success here. Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Damn, the Nine of Pentacles. Girl, June is going to be like a turnaround of events for you. I see you having new love. I see you having new opportunities. I see you being independent. You may even have a new job offer. Here goes the new love again. Nine of Cups, Hierophant, yes, and the Magician. June is like everything you've manifested. So you're leaving behind the chaos. Two of Cups, Five of Cups, and the King of Wands. The Strength, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. This person is just going to have to watch you kind of move on in happiness and sulk about it. And I don't feel like they're going to give up, all right? But you're going to have to really, again, stand your ground. Don't let this person put you in a negative mental space, especially because you worked so hard to be now where you're at. It's like somebody may have like an abandonment issue. They're like, I really pictured them holding on to your ankles while you're trying to move. But huge turn of events for you in June. June looks amazing. Congratulations, boo. Who was this? Number 3939. My girl, she's like, finally. Hold on, girl, because you got me all confused. Let me timestamp this. You got playfulness. All right, girl, you sent me so many screenshots. I don't know what's the what. If you're still here, could you let me know? You could send me like mad screenshots. I see like a whole bunch of CashApp and then an order online. 102.89. Okay, so that's the same one. So I guess you paid for two questions, I'm assuming. You're here? Okay. Is it two questions, boo? Because I see like a Cash App and then I see like a payment online. Or you paid it with Cash App. Maybe it's just one question. You did three Apple Pays? Okay, so it's three separate ones because I got the same order number. Hmm. Girl, I see like the same transaction. I'm confused. Hold on. Okay, I just see a one payment actually. So it's a one thing. Only one? Okay. Yeah, that's what I see. Okay, so which question did you want me to answer? Which question do you want me to answer? You have three and you paid for one. Do you want to know love in 2026? Okay. What's coming towards 3939 in love for 2026? For the rest of 2026, what could she expect in love? What could she expect in love? Oh, okay. You got the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, and the High Priestess. Okay, girl. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries energy, Pisces, Virgo, Page of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Girl. Ace of Swords, Emperor, Chariot, Cancer energy, Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the World. Girl, you got love here. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Lovers, Gemini energy, Page of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. I see something beautiful manifesting between you and someone. Four of Wands. You have some kind of breakthrough, commitment, stability, death, some kind of transformation here. Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. I do see an ending in one situation though. And it's because you're following your intuition. You get a download. I don't know if you dream a lot or if you're very intuitive. Page of Swords, High Priestess, and the Tower, Four of Swords, Queen of Wands. What's this about? The Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. You may be getting some kind of communication that's going to end the situation. Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, and the, yeah, Three of Swords. I see you ending one situation though, but with the Ace of Cups, the Strength, the Empress, and the Six of Swords, you're moving towards new love. So you got somebody else. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right. I do see after this ending though, you're a bit, insecure about the love situation again. I get it. Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I do see the past person wanted to come back. Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune and the World, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Devil. You got money coming in as well. You got money coming in as well. A lot of money in 2026. There's a change here though. What's the Devil? The Capricorn energy. What's this here? The Moon, the Fool, and the Ten of Wands. You may be finding out that someone is non-committal or committed to someone else or dealing with someone else. I see you releasing that. What's this Ace of Cups? The Seven of Swords, the Temperance, the Ten of Swords, the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I see a bit of like deceptive energy. Someone is about some kind of games. But I seen you love for you, Five of Cups, Justice, and the Queen of Pentacles. You're gonna be able to balance out that energy. And I see Justice and the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Swords. You're walking away from some kind of sabotaging energy. Somebody may be committed or dealing with somebody. But there's another option that comes in. It's just giving me a lot, very slowly but surely energy because you need to balance out your energy after this. There's healing that needs to take place. All right. But you do have a soulmate coming in, King and the Queen of Pentacles, commitment. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. King of Swords, Three of Cups, Six of Swords. That past person, as I said, may want to come back to reconcile. All right, but you're going to have to make a decision. No sabotaging. The Hermit, think about it long and hard. Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups, and what you want. The Hierophant, especially if you're trying to manifest. Yes. All right. The Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, a higher level of commitment. Ace of Swords and Four of Wands, and I see you getting that. I just feel like the divine wants to emphasize that somebody may be breaking your heart, you know, and then trying to come back around, spin the block. It's a no, because you got somebody else very much more so aligned with you. So I guess you get your answer, your question answered. You got all three questions answered pretty much. So you chose the right question. All right. All right, everyone. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to see you guys early in the morning to finish up the rest of the questions. They were a lot, so my apologies. I gotta charge my phone anyway. All right, I will post the timestamps, and then you guys can also see the orders that I'm gonna go in. Okay, so I'll be back definitely in the morning to complete all this. I'm gonna have to go back to 2 sessions some way somehow, so that you know everybody gets their questions answered. As you know, I usually do all these questions in one shot, but today I wasn't able to. I literally got over like probably like 50 questions. So I'll come back in the morning, bright and early. Look for the timestamps in this video, and then under that, you're gonna see what's next. Okay. All right, my loves. I love you guys. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. And also